You just did it with the dainty.
This is going to be interesting. Hello, and welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Kit, and here we talk about harmful beliefs and ideas promoted by certain influencers, content creators, and so on. And today, we're going to discuss what Dave's deconstruction means for Girl Defined. Before we get into it, I would like to note that I don't know any of these people, and these are my thoughts and opinions on the content they put out for public consumption. That being said, thank you for clicking on this video, and I would like to give extra thanks to my patrons. Links to my socials and Patreon are below, along with sources and resources. And now, on to the reason we're all here. Girl Defined is a Christian ministry run by sisters Bethany and Kristen, and Dave is Bethany's husband. And we're gathered here today because, well, Paul and Morgan, another Christian couple on YouTube, are doing a 24 Hours With series in the hopes of understanding other Christians better or something, and one of their videos was with Bethany and Dave, and that raised some questions, so Bethany and Dave took to their own YouTube channel to discuss. I wasn't originally going to comment on it, but as I began working on my Female Submission Explained by Girl Defined video, I thought I would be remiss if I ignored it. And as I've seen a lot of reactions to it, I think my thoughts on it are a bit unique. So, hello, welcome, I've come to kill everyone's joy. If this video involved anyone else, I would see a healthy, happy couple navigating the uncertainty of one person deconstructing while the other is still a Christian. But this isn't just a random couple. This is Bethany of Girl Defined. First, I want to say it's entirely possible for people to change and grow, but I don't think Bethany wants to. Case in point.
I like being a Christian.
No intentions to deconstruct
No,
from Girl Defined.
not gonna happen.
That doesn't mean she won't deconstruct some things. In fact, she said she has, but I don't foresee a big change coming. Bethany's faith, besides being her faith, is also her tie to her family, her community, and her livelihood. And I think that might cause some problems down the line. For right now, Dave is okay with leading them in morning devotionals, but Girl Defined's kind of Christianity is the homophobic, hate the sin version. They have a book coming out this fall titled Made to be She, and I have a feeling the transphobia is going to be off the charts. And if Bethany is here writing about how women are women and men are men and haters are gonna hate, and Dave is over there thinking that people are people and we're not all that bad, something is going to have to give, and that something is probably going to be Dave. I think Bethany's faith is something that grounds her, that gives her life meaning, not to mention an income, and she'll go so far with Dave, but not any further than she's comfortable. And to be honest, I don't think that's very far. And so Dave will have to ask himself if he's okay having a partner who isn't just a Christian, who isn't just a homophobic Christian, but who is actively teaching those beliefs to other people. And no shade to Dave, but if he has a conscience, I'm not sure how he could square that with his beliefs. Of course, maybe he'll be right there with her just for other reasons besides Bible, but that's not the vibe I'm getting from him. And side note, I have seen mention about how Bethany and Kristen have said you're not to be with someone who isn't a Christian because then you would be unequally yoked. But that's before marriage. Don't date a non-Christian, but after marriage, things are different. Regular watchers know that I've consumed a lot of religious content, and so though Bethany was being a good, supportive wife, she listened when Dave spoke, she validated his feelings, she was also doing what she's supposed to be doing as a submissive Christian wife. She's not supposed to complain, nag, make suggestions. She's simply supposed to continue to submit to her husband even though he's left their faith and pray that the Lord changes his heart. And while she's doing that, she's supposed to win him without a word. Again, no nagging, no complaining, no asking. Just let the Lord's light shine through you, and by the grace of God, your husband will return to the faith. But he won't if you nag him. So, yep, that's what I was seeing in that video, and I think Dave and Bethany know it too, based on this comment.
I guess maybe it'll be a competition of who can love the other person the best, and thereby making the best apologetic, the best argument for their view.
Maybe it's just a sweet challenge, but for me, I feel like I'm finally seeing what all this win him without a word talk is supposed to be about. All that aside, since we're here, let's talk about this.
I appreciate you guys saying, like, you know, we've grown in this way, but we cannot expect a Girl Defined apology tour.
It's not gonna happen.
All right.
And what does it fix? What does it fix? Right.
What does it fix except for appease the haters, which that's not our goal.
No, they want you on the stake after that. They don't like.
It's
We
never
will
gonna be
share
enough.
how we've grown
steak
and changed. Fire. What is it called? The steak.
Oh,
The grill. They want you gone.
burned at the stake.
Yeah, they want you to do what Josh Harris did. They don't just want you to apologize.
Yeah.
They want you to completely deconstruct and have rainbow flags and do what he's doing.
So
We're not doing that.
There doesn't have to be a girl-defined apology tour, and I can't help but think that's just their way of weaseling out of taking accountability for the nonsense they've been spreading for the past decade. They did perpetuate modesty, but instead of acknowledging it, they just say their beliefs have changed. They did perpetuate purity culture, but instead of acknowledging it, they just deny it. They don't have to go on a tour, they don't have to write a book denouncing Christianity, they don't have to fly rainbow flags, but they could at least make a post acknowledging that their beliefs have hurt people and they're sorry for being part of the problem.
So, we're talking about the haters. They say something like, Kristen and Bethany's views are still problematic. And again, these are the hate videos.
Yeah.
Still problematic, but I am seeing progress with them. From my research, I'm seeing a trend of that. How does that make you feel? And is that a good thing that they're saying that?
I don't take that as a compliment. Because what do they want? What is progress to them?
I also can't help but think that calling people who disagree with them haters is another way of weaseling out of accountability. I have no doubt that Girl Defined does have actual haters, but putting everyone in that group seems like the lazy way out to me. But let's answer Bethany's question. What do the haters want? I can't speak for everyone, but I would say the haters want you to realize that you've hurt people and they want you to stop hurting people. I know Bethany and Kristen would disagree with the idea that their content can and does hurt people, but the simple fact is that the content they post does harm people, and it also gives bigots an excuse for their bigotry by saying God considers being gay, being trans, sex, maybe even kissing before marriage, abortion, and more I'm not thinking of, a sin. And they don't live in a silo. Their beliefs affect people besides themselves, besides people who share their beliefs. And I think Dave is going to have to wrestle with what his wife is not just believing, but also perpetuating. And that is not going to be easy. I'm not surprised they were ignoring it until Paul and Morgan showed up. Paul also asked Bethany why she thinks their content is so popular for commentary, and she floated some ideas about them being blonde, being sisters, and I think she should ask herself why she feels the need to do a podcast, why she feels the need to write books. Though my content and Girl Defines are very different, I bet our whys are very similar. So yep, I think that's about it. Good luck to Dave and Bethany. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.